There we go, I got it all together. Looks really good. I made that one cut right in there, and that's going to be hidden by the trim. Everything else looks okay except for that piece that broke out on the end here, so I'll have to make a little wedge, and it'll be under trim as well, but I want it to be filled in. I had to scribe around that post a bit. It's just impossible to get that piece in otherwise. So I'll screw it together and I'll get under there and I'll scribe a line and take it all apart, put it back together, flip it over, cut the line, and bring it all back down and install it. Again, piece of cake. You'd pretty much have to do the same with 2x6s if you did it with 2x6, only you'd have more of them to cut. You'd have all long sweeping angles on a whole pile of little boards there, so anyway, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I'm liking this though. It looks really good. Really relieved to be at this point here now. Next thing I have to tackle is the landing. I think I know what I'm going to do here too. Should be kind of cool. Alright, get at her. So, I'm going to keep the pencil flat along here, and that should leave me an overhang of about 1/8 of an inch. So when I nail it all in there, it should be just about perfectly flush. A tricky spot to get out here. There's our shape. Just keep that pencil as flat as you can. Flat, flat, flat. Keep it in the same spot. You don't want a 4-lane highway. It's going to be one of the most precise cuts I've made in a while. Got to take it slow. I'm going to fall in the lake if I'm not careful. A little bit of moss on the rock down there. So excited to see this profile come out. Alright, got her all screwed together. Reference line looks good. Post pockets look good. Yeah, as good as they can get anyway. So I'm going to flip it over and have a bite to eat, sharpen my saw, and then we're going to get at her. I'll flip it over. See if we can do her one-handed. Oh, one of the board's coming loose here. I should have put one more screw in it, I guess. There we go. Alright, it didn't go anywhere. So there's our profile. So yeah, it's going to be a really important cut. I'll have to be real careful on it. And when I start to cut in, I'll get through at a point, and then I'll screw all these together so it holds fast while I cut the rest of it. Because if you start cutting your waste off, then it starts to fall apart. Kind of like a coyote cutting the branch he's standing on. So have to keep it together, literally and figuratively, and make a real nice cut. Alright, here we go. I'm going to cut that curve. back. So there we go. Here's our profile. And you can see the line pretty much all the way along. It is possible to cut that fine with a chainsaw. You just have to have control. So I'm going to go over it again. Done. Oh boy. Sweat just pouring off me now. It's getting hot. Alright, there we are. So, I'm going to undo the waste part, bring it all down as one piece, just start sliding it in. It's a funny looking piece of wood. I'm going to take everything apart, see if it can fit. That seems to fit. A couple tacks in it. One more piece. There we are. There's the ta-da moment. Looks good. Look at the outside here. Cuts transition really nice. That's why you always have to screw it together. Never try and cut them separate. Just doesn't work. I mean, you could try if you're a good carpenter, but pretty sweet. Got my little overhang here. A little heavy down here, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, got my 1/8 of an inch. I expect this to shrink a little bit too, so that might help things out. There's that saw cut that I had to make. But I have a face piece going over here. You'll never see any of that. It didn't dress out as close or underneath that post, but I couldn't do it. It was a conundrum. It wouldn't go. Anyway, do your best. Screw the rest. I think it looks great though. I can finally get nailing it on so I can finish the landing here next. Gonna have to do something extra special with that. Figure that out after lunch. It's pretty cool on the deck right here. It's in the shade now. I like it.